Good afternoon and welcome to After School Snack Time. We are so glad you're here. Hello, friends. How are you? Is this your first time joining us for After School Snack Time? Whether this is your first time, second time, you don't know how many times, we are so glad you're here. I am Ms. Parker, the Financial Education and Community Outreach Ambassador for the Credit Union, and I'm joined here by the Roo Crew. Miss Roosalina, who plans all these fun activities and Penny and Cash. And boy, do we have some great things today. First, we have to have snack, and then we'll share a story. So, Miss Roosalina, what do you have planned for snack today? Mini donuts? Oh my goodness, that sounds delicious. Let's head on into the kitchen where we can get to mixing and making. Who's ready for snack?
Me!
All right, we have something yummy planned today. Let's get to mixing and making. Now that our snack is all ready, it's time for us to taste it. All right, friends. These look like little mini cinnamon sugar donuts.
These are delicious. I keep eating them.
You want to keep eating them?
And they're so good.
Should we make this again?
Yes.
There you have it, friends. This is delicious and probably pretty nutritious. And it's easy enough for kids to make with a grown-up's help. Now that we have our snack, it's time for us to go to the story couch. And I believe Miss Roosalina has picked out another great one. Let's go, friends. Now that we have our snack, it's time for our story. And it looks like Miss Roosalina has picked out another great one. Let's jump right in, friends. Outside, Inside by Lu Yen Pham. Outside, inside. Something strange happened on an unremarkable day just before the season changed. Everybody who was outside went inside. Everyone, everywhere, all over the world. Everyone just went inside, shut their doors, and waited. Well, almost everyone. Some people needed to be where they needed to be. Outside, The sky was quiet, but the wind still blew, and birds kept singing. Raccoons came out, and squirrels played in the streets, but the cars stayed away. The world felt a little different. Inside, we baked and cooked, made music and watched TV. We read and played games. Some of us worked a little. Some of us worked a lot. And some of us couldn't work at all. We all felt a little different. Outside, there were fences, both real and pretend. Swings sat still, and slides were lonely. Bells didn't ring, and halls were empty. We had birthdays without parties, shared words without sounds, and reached each other without touching. The world was changing a tiny bit outside. Inside, we waited and we worried. We laughed and we cried, and we tried to breathe. We made things together. We did things alone. We hoped and prayed and wished. We were all changing a tiny bit inside. Outside, the world kept growing. Inside, we kept growing too. So, why did we all go inside? Well, there were lots of reasons, but mostly because everyone knew it was the right thing to do. On the outside, we are all different. But on the inside, we are all the same. And we remembered that soon spring would come. Inside and outside. And there's a note from the author. I'll share a little bit with you. The winter of 2019 seemed much like any other. There were holidays and family gatherings, school projects due, and work deadlines. People took trains and buses to work, and planes zigzagged across the skies. We were out and about, talking, eating, and living as we always had, until something changed. A virus had entered the world, gradually making its way from city to city, country to country, continent to continent. Almost overnight, everything that had once seemed normal was no longer so, as one by one, everyone, everywhere, went inside and closed their doors. It's difficult to think about how quickly things changed. Everyone stayed home, and neighbors next door felt millions of miles apart. Inside, we felt different too. Some of us couldn't go to school, even online. Some of us couldn't be there for our families when they needed us. Many businesses closed, some temporarily and some permanently. We had no idea what was going to happen next. But not everyone stayed inside. Doctors and nurses, the first responders to this pandemic, were on the front lines. And we're thankful for them. What did you think of that story, friends? How do you feel in your heart after hearing it? Do you feel happy? Maybe a little sad? Lots of us have really big feelings right now and over the last year. We've been home for school and work, and some have finally been able to go back to school and work. But it's different. We still wear masks when we go places. Some grown-ups are able to get vaccines, but kids not yet. So it feels a little different, maybe a little hard. And sometimes we're excited to have all the special time with the people we live with. But sometimes we're sad about not getting to see all the people we miss. It's okay to feel your feelings. And it's good to check in with your heart and your mind and to see how you're feeling. Even for grown-ups, we have to do that too. But I really liked the story, and I think the author did a really good job sharing what the last year has been like. For many of us, we had no idea what was happening last March. We thought we were going home from work and school for just a little while. But then a little while turned into a long while. But we all did what we had to do. We do what we can to keep each other safe until we can all be together in person again. Friends, it is always good to be with you for after school snack time, but it is time for us to wrap up and look forward to next week. I love being here with you for after school snack time, and I hope you'll come back and join us again next week, right here on Wednesday. It is always so good to see you, friends.